Yes, the trouble is here, so I'm late, fans. I take out some business. Triple, you waiting for the fans to show. The desperate here, the B-man flow. I've been positively, patiently waiting to blow, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Triple B show. G unit, G14 unit, where you at? Where you at, blood? Where me fans at? Huh? Lee Talks Boxing, where you at? Huh? Where my boy Andrew at? My boy TS Boxing, where you at, blood? Where Bill the Kid at? You know? To be honest with you, Bill the Killer's worried me because he used to be on the show all the time. He give me some super shekels many times. He used to comment a lot. He just be like, I don't know. Anyway, what's up? I got 6 peaks watching, so now we start the show. We start the Triple B show. Okay, so what you got? We got. Let's do some comments, y'all. Bang Daddy Patty, what's up? I see my boy many times. Don't be a retard. Join the Triple B live. Don't be a retard like Andy Lee. What did he say? Who was the guy in the corner? I think it was. Oh, I can't remember. He goes, "Don't be a retard. Don't be a retard." That was great, man. Yes, my boy Lee Talks Boxing. I don't know why I need to ask. Where's Lee Talks Boxing at? Because Lee Talk Boxing is always here. My boy. BengoG14, where you at? Raise your hand, blood. Raise your hand, blood. Where you at, G14? We was in prison, you know what I'm saying? At our time, I was in prison for a week on remand, didn't it? But I bust my case. You mean Robert McCracken talked to his friends in the judicial system from a secret society and dropped you. You didn't bust your case, you bumberclut. Yo, where we at, man? I got my boy Gary Bollard. I seen you last time. Gary Bollard, what do you say, my brother? Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, you're Iron Shake fan. Yeah, that's that. You're the man. I love the Iron Shake. The Iron Shake is base to the B. Make him humble. My boy Len Blavatnik's early live section. Shalom. BengoG14. Yo, check it out. I don't know if you can see this because of the lights. Yeah. See that? BengoG14. G14 unit. We bust our case, man. We bust our case, blood. Okay, my boy Merle Dixon is in the house. Triple B. Let's toss out properly. Yeah, you know, I don't know what his look is, to be honest with you. You know, I spent like something like £60 on like nonsense and props, and I thought I was gonna try. This was my Gaddafi, Colonel Gaddafi look. I mean the wig, and it's just David Greenblatt's beard. But I think I look like what's that a wrestling guy called? Mick Foley. You know, is he Cactus Jack? I will kill Ben Shalom. Is that the guy? Yeah, I think I look a bit like him, man. I think I look a bit like him today. Smile back if you're ugly. I'm ugly. I wasn't ugly. I wouldn't have smiled before, but now, yeah, it should be ugly. I heard Tyson Fury is starting a Hollywood documentary about child stars. It's called The Two Corys. Don't you know Tyson is the official Crown Corey inspector, right? But this is a very, very, very clever comment. Because Corey Haim and Corey Feldman were in Hollywood. Corey Haim apparently got raped by Charlie Sheen's. Corey Feldman didn't protect him. Corey Feldman's come out and go, Hollywood's always been about noncery, but he didn't name names. So he's another protected shill. Cactus Jack, that's the man. Cactus, Ben Shalom, I will strangle you when I see you. You're wrong. And Cactus. Yeah, okay, we got here my boy Gary Bollard. You need to live at Time Booth. A lot of people said this, you know. And I know Time Booth likes the videos. Obviously, I watch Time Booth videos as well. You know, he changed the game. I'm worried about Time Booth, though, for a number of reasons. I think he's been compromised, right? There's a number of subjects he does not approach, including Jay's Batty business, Chujori, and obviously Chujori gave me £100, so I understand. He doesn't want to upset him. He doesn't talk about scat. which True Cuckold is really into. I would definitely love to hang out with Time Booth. I think he's been threatened. Maybe. Who knows, man? Who knows? There's something going on, man. When you get big, you get threatened. They can threaten Triple B, but it's not going to make any difference. Bang Daddy Paddy, yo, what's up, man? What sort of role do you believe Dean White has? I've said this in my videos many times. What role does he have? The bottom. Dillian White's bottom. That's all I need to say, man. Yo, Mel Dixon, what are you saying? Hit the likes, your tosses. That's right. Likes don't cost nothing, man. Hit the likes. I mean, Triple B is being persecuted by YT, YouTube, because he's too truth-telling, he's too real. So we need to fight that. We need to fight it by likes, comments, and respect. Lomachenko or Jermaine Ortiz? Also, do you think Lomachenko's bought? Good question. Good question. It's a good question on both boxing and on other businesses. Lomachenko is a super fighter. I believe he went pro too late. I believe he's too high weight. You look at his body compared to the guys he fights. He's like a dwarf, isn't he? With little shoulders like that, little arms. But he dominates them. Jermaine Ortiz, I don't know much about, man. Is he a buck? Is Lomachenko bought? To some extent compromised. Oh, my boy here. Inside game, great to see you. Corey in space. It is. We need to know everybody's. If you're coming in the live, you need to know your Corey status. That. How big is your Corey? And we need both girth and neck measurements, because otherwise Tyson Fury will come around to your house. And he doesn't need a warrant. He's a Royal Corey chief inspector. And you get a knock on the door. You see Tyson Fury goes, Corey status. And you're like, what? It's like 4 a.m. Take your Corey out. And he gets his like, shh. He gets his measuring equipment out and measures the Corey. Oh, man. Bang Daddy, yeah, what's up, bro? Who in the street fight, Son of Edwards or Greta Thunberg? Wow, tough question. Obviously, Sonny can't punch. He's only 8 stone. I don't know how big Greta weighs now. She seems quite determined. If it was no holds barred, I think she looks like the kind of girl that's learned a bit of jiu-jitsu. Do you know, funny enough, right? So I once had this girl. I went over to Scandinavia. I had this woman. She was about 8 stone, less than 8 stone. She's 5'4", very pretty. All these Scandinavian girls are very pretty. And, the Triple B gave her some length, which she actually, I don't really like saying this because I don't believe in random fornication, but when she took my length, she goes, oh, he's beautiful, Triple B. But weirdly, she's at some point, when we were fooling around, I was like 14 stone at the time. And she suddenly did some jiu-jitsu on me and started to like try and choke. I got out of it, but I was like, it wasn't easy. I was like, blood clot. So yeah, I think Greta knows some jiu-jitsu, and she'll win. Apparently I look like a Charles mate. Oh, I think you mean Charlie Manson. Yeah, that's a weird story, by the way. Very odd. How do you get a life sentence for not actually doing anything? It's all a bit weird, man. My boy, inside game. Chief Corey Inspector of the Crown, that's right. All the Corys need to be inspected. Like, what's it called? The thing they do 10 years every time, when the people come around your house and you got to answer how many people live there and what ethnicity they are and all their batty. What's it called? Oh, man. Someone tell me, and they print these things every day. So I had this woman. I didn't answer that. I don't agree with that thing. What do you want to know what I'm about? Maybe I should have just lied and taken, be stupid. But this woman come up to my house and she weren't even English. She was Australian. She like, hello, Triple B. I see you haven't answered the questions. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Crash. Come up again. I said, what do you want, man? I thought I told you to go away. And she started asking me all kinds of questions, saying, oh, I could get £1,000 fine if I don't answer the questions. please, can someone tell me what it's called? I forget it. And I took out, my film. I started to film her. What's your name? Where you from? Let me see that. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I started to film her little thing. She starts hiding it. She ran away crying. But you might say, Chipper, you're a bit mean. No. Someone turn up on the door, threaten me with £1,000 fine, tell me I've got to tell her my batty, my business, if I'm a batty man's or not, tell her my race. I mean, it's complex anyway because I'm mixed. You get me? Anyway, forget about it. And you blood clot. Right, let's get some. I love my fans. They're just funny. Litos, I saw Clarence Shields look like today, aka every African. Let me tell you this for nothing. You are stupid. If you give me your bank account details, the sort code and the PIN number, I will wire you the money. I quite like Africans actually. They're not as chippy, but I don't trust them, Smile back if you polite. There ain't no man from his dad's Corey that could be Tyson Fury. Let me tell you this, man. Okay. No Corey, no glory. And it's that simple. That simple. No Corey, no glory. Oh, do you see? Limber Vatnik's early life section. Do you think Ngubu has the biggest Corey Tyson inspector, or was it Dillian White? No, it was Guido Vianello. Definitely Guido Vianello, the Italian heavyweight. He even said, man, he was like, he's got the body of a Greek god. He's tanned, and he's got a large Corey on him. Definitely Guido Vianello. I think he got a 9.5 out of 10 Corey status. Yeah. He doesn't do steroids like Ngubi. Ngubi, that would shrink Ngubi's Corey. Yeah, you feel me? I love me fans. All right, here we go. Bang Daddy, what's up, my blood? I've only got 17 people watching, which is a bit weird. Usually by now, it's 12 minutes. I usually have like 40, and then later on maybe 60. It's a bit weak, man. Anyway, forget about it. I'm probably getting zapped by limited. They shadow banned me on YouTube. Apparently, Parker's opponent on Saturday night's real name is Solomon Mbanzu, but his father was a real fan of the greatest fighting man of time, Big Joe Joyce. Big Joe Joyce, yeah, the Irish Big Joe Joyce is a true fighting man. Bare knuckle. Yeah. He used to put his hands in petrol for about 20 minutes to get them harder, and he'd leave the other guy's face looking like a butcher's block. He's a legend, man. No doubt. But I like Joe Joyce, the English boxer. Well, his dad is Irish, obviously. His dad's an oil driller, and he drilled Joe Joyce's mum, who seems really sweet, and they get on well. I like all the Joe Joyces. My boy inside game 7 days a week and twice on a Sunday. No Corey's. True. I'm fearful. I sometimes can't sleep. I'm like, is the Corey inspector going to turn up on the Triple B's, door? Corey status time. Good question. I love boxing questions. What if Tyson had fought Corey Sanders? Do you mean I assume you mean Tyson Fury, not Mike Tyson? Corey Sanders, he didn't train that hard, but he was a super athlete. He's good at golf. He's good at running. He didn't train that hard. He didn't do no PEDs. I go Tyson Fury, but only because Corey wasn't, he wasn't that bothered about boxing. My boy Lee talks boxing. Has Tyson measured Sam Stroller? The legend, Sam Stroller. I believe he hasn't. Weirdly, even though Sam Stroller likes brown men, he hasn't. I think Sam Stroller would be wanting Tyson to come measure his Corey. I believe it's, from what I understand, Sam Stroller's a friend, so he's got about, I'm talking erect situation, about 4.5 inches of circumcised Corey. So I don't think Tyson will be too impressed, man. I don't. Tyson likes a huge Corey. Tom J, what up, bruv? Would you beat Big Dave and Steve Bunce in a fight? Who's Big Dave, man? Oh, yeah, Big Dave from Sheffield, who apparently Steve Bunce like motivated to get rid of people talking about the fact that he put 5 biros in Ugandan holes, Bati holes, boasted about it and took Polaroids of it. Obviously, I beat Steve Bunce. Actually, he used to be a boxer. So I respect the boxing thing, but he was a lightweight, even though now, that man ain't seen lightweight for 50 years, blood. I obviously beat Steve Bunce. Big Dave, I don't know, because is Big Dave a legend? Does he even exist? I don't know, man. I need more information on Big Dave. All right. Okay, my boy Len knows he's red pills. You get me? Oh yeah, by the comments being zapped. I can't drop comments for stuff, including goy chat stuff. It'll count as comment YouTube video. I did a video yesterday, right? And all it was, I didn't use no swear words. I didn't say anything controversial, and I was talking about my day out and how awful it was. How what's the word? Dystopian it was. Yeah? And I went by 65 comments, and I could see like 10. Yeah, they do. I don't know why. I think they flag certain channels up, and they're especially sensitive with them. Because if you're Russell Brand or another controlled opposition, you say what you want. Oh, my boy here, Marquise Chips. Yo, BengoG14, where you at, man? Raise your hand for BengoG14 unit. BengoG14 unit. That's my bad. But he mean because he's a Corey. Oh, you got to play on words. Corey Sanders, and he's got a Corey. I believe Corey Sanders had a big Corey. He's an actually big man. Punch. Who's athletic? Yeah, I believe. I'm not interested in Corey size. Okay, it's not. I don't sit there thinking, I wonder who's got the biggest Corey. But obviously Tyson Fury is. Well, it was a hobby originally. Corey, considerations, and then it became an official crown position. Corey Inspector. My boy says triple look at Frank Zappa. The monster discuss. Yeah, Frank Zappa. I don't know. How big is his hat? How big is Frank Zappa's hat? I'd like to know. Sultani Belagimov, the former WBA heavyweight champion award. Yes, sir. I've seen him before. I'm okay, bro. Super to see you here. Yeah. Super. This is a great. I love a boxing question. My boy Len again. What do you think Ronald Texcourt would fare in the heavyweight game today? See, the problem is when you compare eras, is things have changed a lot in the modern era. And by that I mean PEDs, sports nutrition, supplements, sports science. So if you got Ronald Texcourt, who by the way is one of the funniest guys, Ronald Texcourt from Texas. I don't know, what was his joke? I once got knocked out by a Mexican bantamweight. 6 of my friends were swinging him around by the ankles. I mean, it's not that great, but it's like a Ricky Hatton joke. But he's a genuinely funny guy. He's done films and stuff. I would do a heavyweight game. He was always a bit slow. He could punch, but he's not explosive. But if he was on PEDs, sports nutrition, I think his toughness would take him to a reasonable level. Yeah, definitely. Without further ado, Retro, what are you saying, blood? Based on the training videos, who wins Adam Smith v Porky? That is a super question. I hope someone else, obviously someone else video with Adam Smith punching the pads like this. And Porky's special move is that body shot like that. I think it's an even fight. An even fight. I mean, I think Porky edges it. However, after the fight, Adam Smith will diminish Porky's credit score. He will fine him. You know, he will probably get his channel shut down. So if I was Porky, I'd just take the dive. Take the dive. Sultan, what happened to Skins? Well, blood clot, you need to watch more of the Chubby videos. I told you, he split up with a gay J, you know, and I said before, no Skins, no wins. Gay J was in love with AKA Skins. They was in love together. They was together for like, I don't know, 10 years, you know, and they had a disagreement. I think Gay J cheated on him around about the Ruiz one fight. They got back together, but it wasn't the same. Skins' lawyers talked to Gay J. They sent an NDA, that's a non-disclosure agreement. They gave Skins a payoff, hence his property company, because he's never earned anything in his life. Yeah? I almost looked at the what's it called? The accounts for his Hangout Club UK. Yeah? I made $1,000 in a year profit. You can't live on $1,000 a year, man. Yeah. And then he'd done like a couple of whack acting jobs, half of which were free. The reason he's where he is because of Gay J, but he had signed an NDA. And I don't know, man. He's got a new boyfriend called Rav. Gay J's got a new boyfriend called Ben Heine, the shiny man. But I believe they're in love. I don't prove that, obviously, but Lito's boss. You know, there is no such thing as a true Triple B live without my boy Lee Talks boxing. Not even the Queen's Chorus. Talking about royalty, you know, I swear down, no joke. I used to live in this. I used to live in South London. This place, South London. It wasn't posh, but there's posh areas, right? And I met this woman, and she used to be she's dead now. She used to be a journalist, a well-known journalist, but posh from back in the day. She told me she got her nut on with Prince Andrew. I was like, blood clot. Before I was red pill, this is like, I don't know, 15 years ago. I said, really? I didn't even ask any questions. She went, he was of average length, and he was quite boring in bed. But I think that's because, like, you know, I bet he ain't boring in bed when he's got on Jeffrey Epstein Island. I think it's because this woman was posh, so she was a potential suitor. She's dead now anyway, right? We got here. Yes, my boy looked like Colonel Good. I like Colonel Gaddafi brings prosperity to people only the base. No, that is a super comment. Check it out, right? When I brought up when I was young, I thought, oh, evil Gaddafi, evil, all this nonsense. You realize how disgustingly manipulative, lying, agenda-based the so-called media are. We find out about Gaddafi. What do you do? You get them like cheap electricity. You get them. I can't remember that. I will have a look. You can find it online, but you get them thousands of pounds if they're married. Thousands of pounds for every kid. You give them a deposit to put on the house. Gaddafi was a good guy. Gaddafi was a good guy. And you find out, yeah, all the things they teach in history. Isn't it funny in history how they teach you the good guys always win? I mean, imagine that. Imagine falling for that. I always knew there's something wrong with life, but once I got red pilled, I was like, blood clot. Everyone they tell you is a bad guy there's a good chance they're a good guy. Okay. History. Check it out. My boy Bertie Ahern just told I'm laughing. I'm just reading 2 words. Just tucked my wife into bed with Mike Tyson. Now I'm turning to the Triple B live. What a good news is Tyson is such a stoner these days. He's probably just sitting there smoking like a reefer and gabbling on about vaguely philosophical stuff whilst like slurring. He seems a bit punchline these days, Mike Tyson. It could be the greens. I don't know. Multics. Corey's around the world under attack, gentlemen. We must protect it as at all costs. Corey appreciation. Yeah, I'm doing some more videos about the Corey stuff. Oh yeah, this is my boy. So smart back. So we was talking about Randall Tex Cobb, a super interesting guy. By the way, he refuses to get interviewed now because he knows about the sickness of the business. But he was in a lot of comedies. Ace Ventura, Racing Arizona, Naked Gun, Tree, Fletch Lives. Um, Fletch Lives slightly bothered me because they had him in makeup and threatening to, you know, take care of Fletcher's batty hole. But I think he realizes he's almost suddenly red pilled. He refuses to do interviews now. I like him to come on the Triple B show, to be honest with you. He talks about, you guys need to stop sleeping on Porky. Amazed by his background. Slick Southpaw. I heard Usyk looked up to Porky growing up. Who wouldn't? I don't know if Porky was doing, 10 years behind door at the time, but Usyk obviously first Warriors break. By the way, why am I online for 25 minutes? Now, you know the Triple B, it's not about the money, it's not about the honey. He just minus shekel, but he won't stop on a KJ heckle. Nobody give me no money no more. I don't make nothing on this thing. And it's not about the money, it's about the fans. Everybody knows it's about the fans. The best fans in the world. Someone give me some love. Someone go give me some love. Remember as well, there's Cash App. # BengoG14 if you want all the money to go to Triple B or any kind of love, we'd be happy. But come on, man. 26 minutes of no love? Blood clot. Oh, my boy, Macedon. Wagwan, Captain Caveman. Yes, Wagwan, my brother. What do you think Tyson the Corey Whisperer would make of Sonny Edwards' Corey? Oh, he'd be horrified, disappointed. So sometimes, I don't like to talk about Corey's, but I've heard from some girls, sometimes you get a man who's like quite small, and you have a massive Corey on him. But I believe Sonny Edwards, he's obviously got a lack of testosterone and male hormones. His little voice, what you saying? I'm the king of Twitter, all that nonsense. He did end up getting all drilling a woman, but who knows that situation? I reckon his Corey status is about that. I'm talking stiff. I think Tyson would laugh. He get Shane, come and look at this fella's cardi. It's the smallest cardi I've ever seen. It would be something like that. Yo, where your super chats at? Where your cash apps at, blood? All right. Let's see what we've got. Some comments. Oh yeah, my boy. This guy recently, but he makes cool call. Laminate, resonate. I like the play on words. Oi, like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know what? I was thinking about this, right? I like it if me fans. I haven't got money to spare, so it's not about the money, honey. It's about the love. But yeah, likes will be good. Likes cost nothing. I'm already being spanked by the white tea algorithm, so yeah, some love would be good. What I was thinking about, what was I talking about? Yeah, sharing. I'd really appreciate it. I don't have no social media. This is it. I've got the YT channel. I'm going to expand to maybe Rumble or I've got to find out which one can actually give you some money. But I would need shekels. Like I said, I earn £6 a day. £6 a day. It's not I wouldn't mind earning that. I think my goal, if I could earn 50, is that too much? Basically, if I could earn I don't need a lot of money to live. If I had a 20 grand a year, which I do, but I mean doing other stuff, purely for YouTube, I'll be 100% on the YouTube channel. 25 grand a year. I don't need much money. I'm going to give the boy Tyson a bit of food. Yeah. I like food. Put some food. Talking of food, yeah, check this out, yeah. This is what I ate today. See that? It's not a Corey, by the way, before you start getting crazy. That's not Corey, right? This is I went to Iceland. I don't usually go to Iceland, but when I went on walkabout, I saw in Iceland, right? Huh? Chicken gravy, southern fried gravy. I think it was £1 or a bit more. And I got some frankfurters, and I put them in the gravy. And blood clot. I like good. I like the good food and spend some time on it, but I can't tell you how good this was, blood. And, as I said, you know, the thick frankfurters with some beautiful southern fried gravy. Check it out. Iceland is underrated. They have a lot of brands, new foods. You get like Harry Ramsden. I don't know who he is. TGI Fridays. I know who they are. They've lifted and they've lifted their game, bro. I will never go to Iceland before, but they've lifted their game. Believe that. Anyway, I think I might do a food channel as well as a boxing channel because I love my boy, Little Musgrave, no homo. She'll be trying to make a few shekels. So get his drink on his way. Yes, I mean, oh, okay. Here we go. My boy, 666 Marquis is kindly, and he's given before, given the Triple B $5. Like double, like that. Hang on, I need to get it up. I can see it, but why doesn't it show it on the thing? I need to get the comment up, man, out of respect. It's always about the respect when it comes to. Okay, here you go. Marquis, $5. Are you in America? Are you in America, blood? Yeah, I didn't realize. I got some American fans. Apparently, 65% of my fans are UK, but it's spread a bit now. I got Irish fans. Yeah, I got fans in France. I got fans. I haven't seen that many Canadian fans, but yeah. So yeah, big up, man. That double top Coogan, you got to share the pie. Do you know what? Double is a fool in some ways, and clearly a batsman, but he can be quite funny. I'll give him that. Right, I miss some comments. I hate to miss comments. There's quite a lot going on these days. So no Corey, no glory. Yeah. Okay, 666. So Marquis just dropped me some $5. So I still say, had he not been off 3 years, dominated that era, that he split with his little brother Vitaly's Spirit of Love and very tough man. He's bells. Vitaly was the superior brother. He had injuries though, and I swear down, there's always this big conversation on the forums. Oh no, he would have beaten Lennox. I totally agree. By the way, if you watch that fight, Vitaly was starting to dominate. Yeah, he had loads of energy. He watched the end. Lennox sitting on his stool, so happy that the fight got called off. Obviously, Lennox, did a terrible cut, right? And it should have been stopped. But what I mean is, had that cut not been around, he would definitely have stopped Lennox. And Lennox didn't come back. Yeah. Oh, boy, Lee. Oh, no, sorry. Len. How long do you think boss will get and work as American football, NFL? It's already bad, but I think it's not near as bad as NFL is getting it. I told you before in a video that the NFL is actually, its business is actually categorized as a sports entertainment company, exactly the same as WWE. Okay, so whereas other things like boxing, like sports, we can't categorize boxing, but like whatever the companies, if they're involved in boxing, are sports companies. But the NFL is sports entertainment. You only need to compromise the manager, yeah, and the quarterback, and you change everything. How long boxing? It's getting more and more like WWE. I don't know how long, man, but come on, man, we're not far away. It's a joke, blood. Right, I've got a lot of comments. I need to catch up my boys' comments. Absolutely, 100%. And he wanted to sell oil in an African currency, not petrodollar. I need to look into it. I'm not sure, but getting rid of all them farmers and that wasn't great. Possibly, I've seen images of this man on his island, after he allegedly died. So, my boy Fick off wants all the lads to show their Corey state. This Triple B's Corey state. Right. Fick off. Yo, all new subscribers must submit their Corey credentials, please. Not to worry. Not to worry. He's a great guy. I watch his channel. He's red pilled. Yeah, he's a good guy. So follow him. Check him out. God bless. Absolutely. Thank you, my brother. Need a mic up. She's Sonny's Corey. Yeah, it's pathetic. He's pathetic, Corey. He's a pathetic man. Blood clot. Okay, I ain't hating. 35 minutes. I've had $5 from my boy Marquise. Surely someone want to buy the Triple B a pint. I go get my drink on, and I get, I get so I drink so much that I need to cash shekels. I need to pay. Obviously, I need to put food on on my bulldog's table as well. So think about that. Ison's Corey again. This is great. I love me funds. I love me funds. Huh? This is actually a good point. My boy Bertie, frugal lifestyle should be the only way to beat. Yes. However, and goy slop ain't the way forward. And this is processed. But there's many ways to eat cheaply and make lovely food. Yes, here we go. My boy R's always in the house. Big up Chubby. Yeah. Finally caught alive. £100 of BTC fee, brother. When he set up. Come on, man. You don't have to give me £100, blood. Yeah, I'll try and get the what's it called? The what's it called? Blood clot. The account anyway. I had quite a lot of crypto at some point. A lot. I'll tell you about that later. Some weird stuff happened. Yeah, you don't have to give it 100, man. 100, it's beautiful, but I will. You're right. I love you, no homo. My boy living rent free. The chicken boona ain't too bad. What in Iceland? Let me tell you about Iceland, blood. Now, no joke. They've upped their game. They have something called a takeaway. It's a brand of their own. It's in-house takeaway thing. Yeah. And we're like, the chicken chow mein, the chicken biryani. They've got a vindaloo. They've got a chicken tikka that's really hot. They've got curry noodles. Now, I think it's £2.50 for each one. Now, I like chicken chow mein. Obviously you think the best from the actual Chinese place. And I swear down, yeah, that I bought chicken chow mein from all the major supermarkets. And the best one by far, and the cheapest by far, was Iceland. So check it out, man. They lifted their game, blood. I'm my boy Marquise. I'm a Canadian living in Boston, Chibbleby. Great to have my Canadian brothers. I always loved Canada in the old days. You know why? Because they were, I thought about Mounties. They were tough guys, ice hockey, outdoor guys. It was cold. But then the NWO started to get into, make them all soft, woke. I once went out with this Canadian woman. And she was very bright as well. But if I disagree with any of this kind of agenda, she was like sit back. She knew I was right. She even admitted it sometimes. I'm not answering that. Yeah, unfortunately, Canada, man. It's such a shame, man. It's a lovely country, outdoor country. I've been there once, yo. Should be sorry. Inside game should be one. Yes, that's right. G14 Bengo unit in the house. I've only got 30 guys on. Like usually I have about. I've definitely been shadow banned. I usually have about 50 by this stage. Do you reckon, says Macedon, that Porky had his batty hole when he would do take me behind? No, no, no. The reason I say that is because he's a very ugly guy, you know. They usually go for pretty boys, and the rape thing is a bit of a myth, by the way. It doesn't happen that much. Should be has some big house time. I'll talk about it another time, but yeah. Litos was it's inexpensive as food. It is now because we've got all these new brands. You can still get real cheap stuff like the Iceland basic frozen stuff, but yeah, all these supermarkets are expensive, blood. Oh, come on, blood! Don't say stuff like that. Can I dip my Corey in your No. Is that the one? See, I don't want Corey to go anywhere near me, blood. I know you're joking. I hope you. Okay, my boy Len knows interesting questions. Do you know about Gatti's death? Is it true behind the fact the media doesn't show? I don't know too much about the death, aside from people saying his wife as well. Right. So I've read a book, and it's not a big one in terms of release. It was only about 100 something pages about Gatti. Yeah, something weird went on. He was whacked by. I believe is all I can say. He was whacked by. His wife was Brazilian. He was in Brazil. He was whacked by friends of his wife for the money, not the honey. He wanted the money. Gatti was a weird guy. Obviously, he's a warrior with a huge head, and you know, indulging these great fights. That'll mess you up, CTE. But I also read some articles quite weird about Gatti. He loved the pum pum. He loved to get his drink on, and the yayo. Okay, now it's always easy to manipulate someone who's into yayo, pum pum, drank. Some artists going like this, man. Some artists is going like, sorry, it's not some artists. Some writer was like saying, writing a Arturo Gatti story, and it's quite creepy. You're in Vegas, right? And he liked the women Gatti, and he come out of the toilet, and he had his, zipper undone. He had his zipper undone, like getting his Corey status out, I guess. And he would drank. And this journalist like, hey, Arturo, what's going on? He goes, blowjob. Sipped his pants off and walked off. Yeah. I mean, it's creepy, man. The Wallet Brother, I don't know something to talk about. Maybe you give me some cash money. If you have, obviously you'll get a big up. Give me a good message too. Yeah, obviously. All the people that Chubby doesn't forget love. He does not forget love. All right, Leto's boxing. Forget curry noodles. Get Corey noodles. Tyson Fury. Funny enough, when I was in Iceland, Furosity, which is Tyson Corey's like drink. It's an energy drink. I mean, it tastes like you eat chemical hideousness. I don't know why I even drank it, but he's released some Furosity Corey. They're like Calippos. They're like ice cream. And I mean, he's making a lot of money, but that's because he sold out. Great to see my boy T-Bone WH UFC. Did anyone see Time Booth accidentally drink his own piss live? I've seen a lot about this. Okay, and these are my thoughts. I worry that Time Booth has been compromised in one way because he's got too big. There's some subjects you want to talk about. Gage's batty business, True Geordie's scat fetish. And he talks a lot about fornication and so, which is agenda-based stuff. He's a very funny guy. I told you this many times. I'm a fan, but he could be compromised. Okay, could be visited because and the drinking, the wee thing, bottle. Was it accidental or was it a humiliation ritual? Because all these guys like True Geordie, with his scat thing and is I want to lick the A's juice off a plastic thing. Alright? They're humiliation rituals. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. let's say the jury's out, man. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, my boy Shane Mongos. £3.33. What's £3? Numbers always consecutive. But yes, my boy Shane, give me some cash money, some kindness before many comments. I like to kick it with him on the comments. I really appreciate that, blood. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Oh yeah, my boy Sub Here's Records first comment today. I see my boy a lot. Porky's a dick. He always talks about how he did time in jail. He's a big fat lad. I mean, he would boast endlessly. I don't turn you behind. Oh, that's not to be proud of, blood. Yeah, that's not to be proud of. It means you wasted 10 years of your life. There's nothing good about it. For what? Purse snatching and smack. I'm a bit disappointed. He has his good side, Porky. Yeah. He knows his boxing. I don't know. He's got these weird guys that he interacts with, but the main thing about Porky is he did call out Dave Caldwell. Yeah, 73 degrees, baby. Why don't you take them shorts off, lads? 70. It's hot in here, isn't it? Take them shorts off. So he called that Caldwell clearly a wronging out. However, he has, and I think he got some posters done, but I don't know whether he's been threatened or whatever, but he pulled it away. He said he had one more thing to bring out, and I haven't seen it. So I don't know. But what done calling out Caldwell? Okay, I got to talk to my boy. I've got a serious super chat going now. Is that another one, blood? If it is, I thank you so much, man. You don't have to do that, bro. I don't just give it. I don't need little things, blood. Okay, oh my boy. Oh, Shins 138 £8.99. Now that is so kind, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. I think I've seen. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Corey Status, wonkier than Coogan's Bentley. Who's Corey Status? Is that you, Corey Status? I've heard of this before. There's a word for it when your tool, when it gets hard, it goes bent like that. I don't know. I mean, that must be a design for people talk about evolution, but surely these things should have not evolved. I don't believe in evolution, especially Darwinism. There has to be a creator. Look how complex the world is. Look how perfect it is. Look at the eye. Look at brain. Look at conscience. And people are saying it's just evolved by fluke out of mud. Blood clot, man. If you're walking on the beach and you find like a watch and it's perfectly designed. Oh, by the way, I wasn't doing the 666. That was a mistake. A watch and it's perfectly designed and it works perfectly. Would you go, gee, I bet that just evolved by complete chance. Would you say someone made that? Someone made that. Come on. Anyway, thanks to my boy Shins 138 899. Very generous shekels right there. Very generous shekels in the house. Peace, bro. And yeah, I hope you're Korean bent like Coogan's leg. My boy T-Bone, you shop Iceland. Come on, man. I lay you on a 9 bar. What does that mean, man? I lay you on a 9 bar. Well, you give me £900, or is that £90? No, man, I don't do it often, blood. If you want to give me shekels, then I'm happy. But no, I don't do it often. But as my boy Lee Talks Boxing said, you'd be surprised how actually it's a lot more expensive than you think. They got these big brands in, and also it's a lot better than you think. My 250 chicken chow mein from Iceland is way better than my £3.99 chow mein from Waitrose, my $3.75 from Tesco, and my $3.50 from Asda. Believe me, I've tried them all. I get bored. I think I'm going to do a food channel, man. I've got to do a food channel, man. There's got to be more money than boxing. I think I'm doing nothing but channels, man. Corey, hallelujah. I hate drinking energy drinks. Yeah, caffeine. Yeah, it's disgusting. I said I thought my boy Shane gave me another super chat, which is really kind, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's get down again. I don't want to miss no super chats. I want to miss a super chat by mistake, even though I bigged him up, and man, I haven't seen him since. Porky needs to come and shows Corey status. Everyone's going to have to show their Corey status at some point. Mate, it's part of the law. It's part of the law. You have to show your Corey status. I'm my boy, Sub Hit Record. Josh's new single, My Name is A Gay. I let Ben Heine. He rubs all of my knobs and make it all shiny. We had a foursome with Dill and Dean Whitey, aka Skinsy, busted on me nightly. I love a rap. To me, I love a rap. Okay, the good question. I love good questions. My boy Arch. Is such thing as a base woman? And if so, should one marry if he manages to find one? Now, I've met women that are based, but not on their own. They've always got a man. They've always got a husband or boyfriend that has kind of probably red pilled them. But yeah, I've met red pilled them, definitely. Independently, no. They just worry about makeup and how they look. But once they have a man, then they can be red pilled successfully. That's Chubby's belief, and I've never been wrong on this count. So yeah, I do know some base women, but usually got a man. Should one marry one if you manage to find one? Like I said, all you gotta do is find a woman who is at least suspicious of the world and isn't a scat. Social media, any of that sickness, and who's kind and sweet. I've had some real kind girlfriends, by the way. Yeah, I mean, they're women, so they're emotional, but some people think women are unrecoverable now. I don't believe so. I just think the skits, like many bitches and the grim people on OnlyFans are messed. There's always a chance, by the way, to redeem yourself, but I've known a lot of decent women. They need to be guided. That's the truth. Huh? In the old the marriage vows, you have to obey your husband. Now, do I agree with that? If the husband's good, yeah, 100%, 100%. If he's a wrong, and when you shouldn't marry him anyway, you get me. So, why do you look like Jerry Beadle? What, have I got a withered hand? What's that Beatles about? Okay, my boy, you always got to call out the guys you ain't seen. Demon Hornets, what's up, my boy? Do you think? What do you think Dave Court will be doing now? The price of gas goes. Can you afford the heating bill? To get them little 11-year-old boys to take their pants off and wrestle. 73 degrees, baby. Yeah, if you had it 73 degrees all the time, how much do you spend? That's a super question. That's a super question. I have no answer to that. Dave Cole, obviously, is a manipulative guy. He'll probably find a way to turn the heat up. Maybe he'll, there are ways to fool companies, ways to fool your meter. So I think he will, it's very important to him to wrestle with men and get 73, boys, get 73 degrees, baby. Yeah. So I think he will find a way around, the way of the excessive fee. He will find a way, definitely. He talks about, I swear, Porky's part of his own race. Same man who has complained. I don't know, man. I'm surprised the guy's still alive. That's what I gotta say, man. Why just Osama bin Laden, the youngest Osama bin Laden. That's a good one, man. I thought it looked like Mick Foley, but I kind of like the Osama thing. By the way, Osama bin Laden. If anyone is so deranged that they believe a man who's dying of kidney cancer, who apparently lived 100 meters under the ground without any forms of communication, managed to coordinate an attack on not only one, not two, but 3 towers and bring 3 down with only 2 planes. Come on, blood. Now, some people say he was dead anyway. Boy, it's always fun seeing the some of his Albanian boxing matches, looking in the comments and seeing Kosovo, Serbia, Kosovo, they don't like each other. I've known quite a lot of Albanians that really hate each other, man. Really hate each other. I don't understand, man. Whatever, man. I mean, neighbors usually hate each other anyway. I mean, I've never been at war. I think there should be no more brother wars. There should be truces. and we go after the real wrong uns. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. Some here's I'd rather be a warrior and AKA skins his garden in his boxes than garden in a war in a gay club in Soho after getting bummed out in the bush by Eddie Hearns in Greenwich behind the O2 after the days of the Fed. That's some scenario, man. I'd rather not be anywhere near any of them, man. You get me? No, I stay away from them peeps. Amber Clear, as I call them. Should be. On such notes, I keep hearing like a cup biting the door in the background. Double check Pete Fury and your door. Yeah, I don't think Pete Fury doesn't want to make me with Savannah, so I don't think it'd be. I don't have to worry too much about Peter Fury, but you never know. Boy, Brian says you're a batty man. What did he say? Brian says should be coming for you, Nika. Oh, Brian says is cool, man. He's only messing. I love it because my fans know stuff. Marquise, who wins in a fight between Tenibi and Parker, the road man from the Vampire Squad to YB? See, YB was a Miles Crouch Anderson, the data analyst who earns 90 grand a year from the Vampire Squid Goldman Sachs, was a junior Olympian and a successful athlete. However, it's in swimming. You know, swimming ain't fighting. Swimming ain't fighting. All you got to do, swimming's one of them things you just got to do the same thing. You got to have good cardio, do it over and over again. And you got pushed as the brown hope. I guess he fell. He got taken on by the Vampire Squid. I believe it was a diversity hire, almost certainly. I've seen videos of him, and I recorded them of him sparring in his garden. He obviously wanted to be a boxer. He didn't have it. You know, sometimes you look at guys, you think you got a weak chin, you're whack. Skill-wise, you might be okay. Maybe he's got stamina. Porky, I don't know, man. Porky's got a wild, different style. It might confuse the YB. But he's 50 years old and on his last legs. Would he win? I think it's a 50-50 match again. A 50-50 match. So, by the way, man, where your cash apps at? Where your cash apps at? I'm desperate to get another cash app. Because I was so excited, man, when my boy Dank Colonel gave me one. I was like, and he got a good message about Corey business. My boy Carl, what's up, my blood? Big Juggernaut. I love the Big Juggernaut. He's an autist. I think he will definitely beat Parker. The only question is stoppage or points. That's it, man. My boy Dale Baker, great to see you tonight, man. Free fillet fish for life, or an extra 2 inches on your Corey. Do you mean? I assume you mean length. I mean, I prefer the 2 inch of girth on my Corey, but my Corey hasn't been used for almost 4 years now. I've retired from that pum pum business. I told you before many times that when Trippy was young, he had a lot of success at the pum pum buffet. I used to smash that pum pum buffet, and it was a premium pum pum buffet. We ain't talking about no KFC buffet or any nonsense, like no Chinese buffet. This was a premium buffet, Scandinavian buffet. Nice English go. I munched buffets of models, actresses who've been in known films and in series and in well-known high-profile soaps. A couple of what's it called? One musician who had some hit. I ain't interested in that no more. I realized I was barking up the wrong tree. I was obsessed with pum pum, but I loved it. I sought to pump them out, and that was my goal. But now my goals are different. So I wouldn't free fillet of fish for life. I'm not sure. I'm gonna. Could you offer Nando's? Maybe if it's Nando's fillet of fish. I'm not sure, man. Because I usually take the McChicken sandwich. You know, only rarely when I want to take a risk. When I want to take a risk, I'll take the fillet of fish. You get me? Yeah. And that gives a bounce in my step. I like the way, I live life on the thin ice, risky. Okay, what we got here, man? Ember Care. Is Triple B designer clothes wearing blow on the streets? Is shopping River Island or next cheaper older promo? No, I told you. I mean, you should know from my videos. I used to buy designer clothes. I had Versace, Gucci this, Fendi that, Burberry clothes, shoes, and hat. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but no more Prada shoes. But no, I like to rap. I mean, not loads, you know. I mean, even then, before I was red pill, I think it was extremely degenerate to spend all your money on designer clothes. But I'd have a few bits and pieces that I'd wear out, you know. And the pum, some of the pum be like, yo, you look bad, Triple B. I said, where do you get your shirt from? I go, Versace. But all that stuff is gone. I'm not interested. I don't really. The last thing I bought, genuinely, the last shirt I bought was from an actual charity shop, and I'm not interested. I'm not. The only reason to look good is to attract attention. Triple B don't want no attention. Or attract Pum Pum. Triple B is not after Pum Pum. Will I go back to Pum Pum? There's a possibility, but it has to be a trad woman who hasn't had. You know what I'm talking about? Christian, respectful. Where do I find this? The Amish community? Do you think they would accept the Triple B? I don't know, man. Huh? My boy been enough times, man. Nadav Drew. My boy Nadav is my boy. Man, he was back in the day in the old channels. You get me? In the old channels. He send the man some money. listen to the man. This ain't me oxen. This is Nadav, blood, the legend. I just sent him one, may feel better. What? Cash App. Let me have a look. Oh yes, sorry. Let me look at my phone. My boy. You see, words don't carry much weight. Yeah, it's actions. So my boy Nadav Drew, just give me a Cash App in the house. Thank you, brother. Man, I'm buzzing, blood. I'm buzzing now. I'm buzzing. That's so good of you, blood. And you've always been there supporting. We're going to do some like t-shirts, a lot of scenarios. I've got to up my game, which means I'm going to stop drinking next week because, you know, when you get your drink on, you don't do much, man. You know, you do a bit, but you don't do much. I need to get organized because there's a lot I can do, you know. It took me like 3 months before I set up a Cash App because I was just too lazy. You know what I'm saying? There's affiliate links, there's t-shirts. We ready to blow up. Yes. Thanks, Nadav, man. You got enough respect. I was like, so when someone takes a bit of time to write a whole long question, you got to respect that. Some years records. I reckon Max Jenkins is a right useless plonker with a wanker's haircut. Porky must be bribing him with free Happy Meals and Big Macs, finger in the batty hole to cover for him when he's time. I said before on my video, so you can check it out on the video. I've never seen a guy so poor at boxing. Now he's a big man. He's 29 stone. So on the streets, you know, he puts his arms around you and so, you know, hug you to death. But in boxing, it's not his game, man. Some people say, why does Porky big him out? I don't know. I think it's partially like he pretends to be a bit ironic sometimes and say, "You're no good, Max. You're no good," and he isn't. But I think he keeps him there as a supporter because he's a lump and he wants to go. Yeah, I got some back. I got someone backing me. You know, as a lump. His haircut's awful. You know, I got like something 13. I think 13 and he had the haircut. I'd be like, cool, no problem. You're 13. You know, nothing yet about haircuts. The finger in the bum. I've heard rumors. Emperor Michael, who's disappeared, as you know, has said that Max. I think it's this way around. I can't remember. Porky gave Max Jenkins shiners, Ben Hiney shinies. So I don't know, man. You know, these are the rumors, blood. These are the rumors. I get some random stuff. Buddy, James held of his Mussolini. I don't know. Do you mean the original Mussolini? Okay, my boy Marquise, who gave me a nice super chat more than once, blood. A super thanks. Does anybody really believe Tyson Fury has broken out about the Queen about for 10 days? Wasn't he anti-royal? He and Gypsy John both when he was getting knocked down by Navy and Pike Age, Steve Cunningham? Great question. Great question. So Tyson needs to be based. He knew about the powers that be. He knew the royals were wrongers. He knew the bankers were wrongers. He knew how to be manipulated. Excuse me, sorry. And then he changed. He suddenly came back. I made videos on this. Excuse me. It's all fake. Also, like I said, one of my last videos was about the Netflix. He's got a Netflix series. So they need drama, they need a story. So he goes to Cannes, he goes to Buckingham Palace, he goes to Iceland wearing devil's horns. And, yeah, it's a shame, and I'm happy he can come back to us, man. Sorry. I thought I was going. Demon Hornets, do you have a piss bottle? Or are you not going to full 3 Echo Falls fueled hours? I've got my drink on. I've had about 1.5 bottles. I do have a piss bottle, but I don't use it. Usually I stop about 1 hour, but I'm quite enjoying it, so I'm probably going to go on. As soon as I need to join the lizard, I'll probably call it a day in blood. Good boxing question, Brian. Serious. What up? I think you're from the United States. What up to my US fans? Me US fans. Thoughts on Wilder U6 unusual matchup if it happens? Very, very unusual matchup. Deontay Wilder is dangerous against anyone, right? Anyone. We all know that. Throughout history, by the way. People go, oh, he windmills. Ha, ha, ha. He's only got 1 punch. And he won a bronze medal, by the way, in the Olympics. He has got some boxing because I've seen him on the pads, and he can do it. But when he's in the ring, he just doesn't think about it. And there's also this thing where he says when he gets in the ring, he becomes like what's the word? His whole body gets inspired by a demon or something, and he becomes a different character. He's a Satanist. By the way, when I did a video on the old channel with all the stuff he'd said, Wilder, and the entrance, the super demonic entrances against especially Tyson Fury, I had 8 views on it. A bit more of the views. I had 8 views, and they didn't give me no strike. They gave me this just 8 views. All it said was Deontay Wilder is a Satanist. Oh, my man. My boy A-double-B. What up, bruv? I see you a lot. I like your comments. It's good to see you here, blood. It's good to see you here, man. Here we go. Triple, you sound like you're on the Dynabog. I ain't done Dynabog. I hear it grows your Corey. Someone told me that PCT, which is post something therapy, can increase Corey size and girth. I don't know about that, man. My boy Nadav, my boy. Yes, man, we need some income. Keep going. Community will support you. You say community, I say fans. But yeah, thanks, brother. Lee, Cam from Narn is a goat. I assume you mean Ken from Narn. He's one creepy looking guy, man. He either looks like a nonce or an assassin, a killer. I'm not sure which one, man. Neither are great, to be honest with you. Can't read that. Salma, I've got to have new people. Salma, I have the kind of pump you want, Triple B. What the heck? No jabs. It's a box channel, but not that jab. I know not a woman called Saul, but thanks for offering, bro. Oh, Simon the Catman. Simon the Catman, let me tell you something weird, right? I get quite a few comments from you, and I click on them, and they've disappeared. And I can't comment on them. I don't know why that is, whether you removed them or whether you're getting attacked. Who are you, Peter Sutcliffe? Oh, yeah, I do look a bit like Peter Sutcliffe, but I got 2 eyes, not 1. my boy Len. It's Fat Andy Ruiz was dropped till tears. And when else, what do you think it made top again, or is he tall now? He's, what is he, 30? Yeah, he could. I said before, like, the guy has speed, power, good chin. He could be a really good fighter. But is he going to drop the tacos? No, especially when you get older, man. Come on, forget about it. Isn't that going to drop tacos and the pizzas? Okay, I got my boy here. My inside game. What up, my blood? Great, bro. £5. Yes. Enough respect. Never judge a man unless you walked him on his shoes or registered his Corey state. Tyson Fury. Oh, 20 to 22. I agree that. The Corey thing's taken off, man. There's a we can have a cult here, all about Corey status. Usyk v Beterbiev. I mean, what now? No, it's Usyk. I think Beterbiev beat him in amateurs. I can't remember. Back there, if anyone got any real life info on what the Emperor Michael is, I think it sounds like he's an Eritrea. He's either an Eritrea or he's brown bread. There's only two possibilities. Or Porky's Dungeon. Sorry, 3 possibilities. Yes. What do you think about the King being good powers Jimmy Savile? Again, I've done a video on this. They're all nonsense. They're all wrong. It's no surprise to me. This is the only thing I'll say. Imagine being protected for so many years when everybody knew you was a nonce. People on the street before the internet. Yeah. 1978, one of them, what's called set pistols say he's a nonce, and he was banned from the BBC. Everyone knew, man. He's an intelligence officer. He went to the Knesset in Israel and gave them a talk. He was always lecturing people. Why would this kind of nobody be so powerful, man? Inside game, yes, blood. Oh, Yakub. Oh shit, what's going on with that? Oh, sorry, man. I don't know what happened there. Yakub. Yes, blood too. You know, Yakub is he's an evil guy. He's a black guy with a huge head like this. And he invented the white man's because he's very bitter. So he invented the white man's to take away the Africans' skills, powers, magic. They can no longer have flying pyramids and stuff. It's very interesting, man. You should look into it. I think it's what's his name? Muhammad Ali's believing that thing. Someone talk about PCT. Yeah, I've heard that, bro. Sal says so. That you get. Oh, there you go. So my boy Sal. So you get 20% extra Corey status after PCT. That's very interesting, man. 20%. Is that length as well as girth? I mean, it doesn't matter. 20% is you could be a 7 out of 10 your Corey status. You take PCT and then you're an 8 out of 10 Corey status. So yeah, it's very interesting, man. It's very, very interesting. Little Musgrave. Was there a rumor Spencer Fearon had threatened him, told him to get off YouTube? Was there a rumor that Spencer Fearon threatened him? Threatened you? I mean, if you're talking about Triple H don't give a rat's ass what that batty man says. Josh is in the house. You a young Osama bin Laden, a young Osama. My boy inside game. To me, it just sort of counts out to get my beard. Yeah, I've given a number of what's called super chats to people, Time Booth and a couple of other guys. Yeah, it's not easy to set up. They don't make it easy for you. I've got an iPhone, and an iPhone is quite easy because you just hit the super chat, then it goes to your wallet, and then. But yeah, it's complex, man. It is complex, man. I agree with you. Which is weird. You think they make it easy, blood? Because they still half the cash, or a third of the cash anyway. Only channels that make me fully laugh. I hope you talk about this channel, blood, the Triple B game. Okay, my boy Taylor. Mate, you need to stop talking about things non-boxing related or against the agenda. What do you mean by that? Why? because I get zapped. It's possible. I'm thinking of opening some new channels. There's been one on food. There's been one on alleged conspiracy. Another couple of things. Maybe a UFC channel. I don't catch UFC, but I know enough to make it an entertaining ride. And also to open on other platforms. I understand what you're saying, blood. Fam, it's us. Our ancestors. We talk about, I like it. My boy. Jackie Spud, haven't seen you tonight. Will he be eating the bugs? Will he be eating the bugs? Yeah, they're encouraging people to get into insects. I've even seen pictures of insect products. Kids been eating insect meals at, I think it was Australian school. Absolutely not, is the answer to that. I mean, on the one hand, who cares? From a sense of if it's food and you like it, eat it. But that's not the case here. This is all about manipulation, profit, especially profit, because and getting rid of small farmers. They hate small people, small farmers. I believe Joyce will win. The question is stoppage or points. No, my boy Dome officers, the state of you. What do you think I look like? Some people said Peter Sutcliffe. Some people said Mick Foley. Somebody said Osama bin Laden. I'm not sure, man. I don't mind the look, to be honest with you. Weird bit. Bang Daddy Paddy. Every bitch's birthday today. I can't say that word. I was getting limited monetized, but yeah, it's for Kel. I mean, Kel. Everyone knows he's into tobacco. By the way, fun enough, actually, I found out I did some research on Twitter and forums. Kel likes to be a bottom, Obviously, occasionally smashes women. People sympathize. Oh, you're either Batman or you're straight. No. There's all kinds of sicknesses in between. You get me? Kel seems reasonable. I don't know how I got into that stuff. Oh yeah, going back to everything. I had a rumor Spencer threatened Emperor Michael. It's probably because Emperor Michael would slap him. Yeah, Emperor Michael's actually quite game. Well, not on the street, but he spots big men. He spots quality guys. You look like John Lennon, really? Brian says this is important, right? Do you watch Alex Jones? No. I think he got deplatformed the word. He does say some interesting stuff, right? Especially when he's younger, about how pesticides cause mutations, frogs turn into Batmans, also about Bohemian Grove, which he went. However, I think he was threatened and bought and controlled opposition, and then they deliberately deplatform you to make you look like a fool. He was a bit melodramatic. As I said, the key to deceiving people is always let them tell you some truth. Always let them say some truth, right? And then cut them down, right? It's like David Icke is obviously controlled opposition, and so he'll say some stuff that's right, and then they go, ha, but he thinks people, the royal family lizards, which who knows, they might be. Yes, mate, I know what you're talking about, and that's a good point. I try and stay on the right side. Dale is boxing, swimming, shirtlifters. Yeah. Both shirtlifters and pillow biters, blood. Both shirtlifters and pillow biters. Brian, what about Jermaine Taylor? Good question. I asked this. I can't remember. I think I put it in a video. I can't remember. But yeah, he went nuts. He was shooting guns everywhere. We haven't heard about him. I thought he was getting nicked. I will never forget Kelly Pavlik beating him. That was a super fight. My boy Yakub says Jermaine got banged up. I don't know. I'm going to check it out, to be honest with you. Apparently he's in prison. I'm going to check it out. Actually, I'm quite interested, man. I think he went nuts. Boxing is not a healthy lifestyle for your brain. Depression, going nuts. How many boxers go nuts, get depressed, die early, suicide? I believe it's a high rate. Definitely live 10 years less than the rest of the population. My boy Christian Irish boxing. Yes, my brother. Great to see you. Big up to Big Good Vibes from Irishman in America, US. Thank you, brother. I have spoken to you before in the comments. Yes, great to see you, blood. Great to see blood. That's exactly right. Also, if you don't point out who are at the top and abusing you, then you know you have to be a Roman, a shill. Privilege. Chubby, got to pick a pocket or two. Go and pick someone else's pocket and give me a cash app super chat, blood. Oops. Yeah, I did a full video on this. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, come on, man. This can't be real. My boy Bang Daddy Paddy says, Andy Ruiz has only fans when it's a triple begin on the act. What? I mean, I know OnlyFans isn't only about sickness, but it is mainly. That's all it's known about. The only he's a bit fruity for Ruiz. You know all them tattoos on, including on his batty, and there's Canelo puts his hand on his batty. He goes, "Oh, I'll take away the pain from your tattoos." Yeah. The only thing I would eat pizza and tacos with Ruiz, but that's it, man. I wouldn't do our OnlyFans. Yep, I heard this. Do they monetize you? I mean, obviously you get way less views, but is there the opportunity to make some money? I'm not about the money. I'm not even about the honey. But no glory, no glory. A man got to put food on Tyson's table. You get me? It's always, you have to have some possibility of what I need to do is make 25K a year because I live a very monk-like life. I don't do much. Pay some bills, get some food on, a bit of drink on, and I'm happy. So 25 grand ain't nothing, man. You know. But yeah, I mean, I definitely need to kind of expand my revenue streams and also protect myself. I look like Fagin from Oliver Twist. I thought he was a fictional character. Inversion. I've seen him many times. Salmac is right. Jake's comments. Are you talking about the Corey stuff? The 20% Corey rise. The random guy. What's your accent, blood? I mean, I don't know. You decide. It's not up to me, is it? Anybody want to give Triple B a final bit of love? Some shekels, chat? A shekel sticker? A cash up? No, I'm done with begging, man. You guys have been real kind, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think I got, what's time now? 1:22. 10 minutes, I reckon I got. 10 minutes, I reckon I got. Random guy, he's talking about the accent. I think it's probably somewhere in London, maybe Essex, somewhere nearby. Anyway, I got accused of being Asian from Bethnal Green a few times. I don't know. It could be true. I won't tell you. Joshua thinks Chubby's a hater. I'm doing it for you. I'm trying to help you, man, by showing the fact you're wrong, and I'm trying to help you, man. Yeah? You might get all upset. Oh, you're sitting on 100 man undeserved fortune by taking PEDs and getting up to batty business. Yeah, and then you blame the Triple B. Oh, Chubby, you ruined my relationship with AKA Skins, and now you're trying to ruin Ben Honey. No, man, I didn't do nothing. You did it. You did it by being a wronger, by being dishonest. You understand me, Joshua? KJ. Take some time out tonight when you're sleeping. Ben Hiney holding you, whatever sickness happens in your gross house. You think, hang on, Chubby's right. Chubby's right. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have taken advantage of it. I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have taken PEDs. I shouldn't have disowned my own child. Yeah. KJ, it's all up to you, blood. It's all up to you. All right. I cheated on Skins, says gay. Yeah, we know you did. We know you did. That's why he left you, and he had to sign an NDA, right? And really got 10 million or 5 million to put in his business. Should be done a porking on Turkey for his teeth. My teeth like that. I don't think they're as bad as Porky's. He's only got like 3 teeth on the sides. I won't go to Turkey anyway. You hear all kind of horror stories. If you're Essex, we need to lick up. I'm not that far. Like I said, the most I'll tell you for doxing reasons is Greater London. Greater London. All right. All right. Peace, guys. Okay, family. Is it his kid? No, I don't think so. Yes. Right. Now, the thing is about the NWO is they always want you to have family so that you can be compromised and threatened. Okay. Now, Gay J, you remember when he came out with this alleged kid, he was like, it's not mine. It's impossible that it's mine. Why would it be impossible? There are a number of scenarios. Number one, he didn't mate with her. Yeah. He mate with the AKA skins. Number two, as I told you, I have information is underdeveloped genitals, maybe even undescended testicles. He can't impregnate women. Yeah. And then he suddenly changed. Huh? What? He said, no, it's impossible. He suddenly changed. They've made him become the guardian of his kid. And they said, we're going to hurt his kid if you don't follow our rules. And Gay J follows the rules anyway because he's a bummer club pussy, yo. No fam, no scam. I always love a rhyme, blood. Yeah, T-Bone. Someone told me Prince Michael is working at Everton in Westall. I do this on Brixton. His son, he stopped doing videos. It's all a bit weird. I mean, they never made much money. He was monetized and he was obsessive with it, man. He was obsessive with it. All right. Oh, my boy Simon's bigging up to stop being tight, everyone. Yeah, you're talking about money. Nah, man. I love my fans, and I don't want to take nobody's money unless they respect the Triple B's lyrics, all right? Unless they can afford it, If he was hanging out, you might buy me a pint in the club, in the pub, That's the kind of love. I've had a lot of love, so I'm not going to talk about shekels anymore. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that, blood. Taylor goes, Tyson says his nephew, not his son. Wow. I didn't know that. Now things start to make sense. I hadn't heard that. Does that mean BengoG14 is the real father? Huh? Does that mean BengoG14? No. Or, I mean, Gay J hasn't got any. Wait, let me think about this. Nephew, not son. So that would mean one of his brothers. Does Gay J have a brother? I don't think he does. Whatever. Regardless, I mean, you can get stuff removed, twice removed, this, that. But yeah, so there's a family link there. So therefore, they've got him. Because, if you know, what does he call his son? He's got some whack name. Yeah, they've got him. And they want to get you. Because, if you've got no links, you've got no family to worry about. And just the money, eventually you say, oh, F you, do what you want to, man. I don't care no more. Come for me. And you might get whacked. But if you got family in the mix, it was like, whoa, I don't want to hurt those poor people. Yeah, cool. Hey, yo, BengoG14, where you at? Throw your hands up, blood. Where you at? BengoG14. Shit. Oh, this is Gay J account. Gay J has a half brother. Okay, I'll have a look into that. Apparently, they want Love Island. Don't know if it's true. I mean, what is true these days, man? What is true? Yakira Chidi. Sorry, Yapira Chidi. Triple D. You see Ben Hines today? He was calling Gay J and some other guy the uncles. Definitely some more shit going on there. Much love. Thank you. Much love to you, Tree. No homo. No, I do check their stuff quite a lot, and it's all very weird. It's very cryptic. There's a lot of stuff going on beneath the surface. Okay. The Kegi, my boy the Kegi. I haven't seen him before. In Virgin, oh, you haven't laughed. Boxing is booming right around the UK. Sold out big shows. Yes, it is, but look at the younger folks, right? They're more into MMA, and they're side to side. Most people that love that are into MMA also like boxing, okay? But I would suggest that there's something happening there, and eventually MMA will take over boxing. I prefer boxing, obviously. I'm a good uncle, by the way. I make videos on uncles. Please, I'm a cool uncle, not the molesty uncle. Not the Jimmy Savile thing. Len, Simpson missed weight and got the title stripped for the Brazilian dude. He's called I'm 135. I haven't looked into that. It's interesting. I mean, I'm sick of this stuff, though. In old days, right? The old days were not perfect. You'd weigh in, on the day of the fight, you'd fight, and that was it. You wouldn't have all this nonsense and talk and missing weight and Taylor says, I assume you're talking about Gay J. There's a half brother, blonde and blue eye. I need to look into this, man. I need to look into this. Well, I'll tell you though, in the old channel, right, I did a little bit of research on Gay J and his family, and I found the birth records of Gay J and his mother. Okay, in Watford, apparently had another child registered 5 months after Gay J. It's impossible to have another child 5 months. It's born dead. It's impossible. There's a girl. So, and he's got a sister, but what happened to this girl? That's the weird thing. I told you, there's something weird going on with Gay J's chromosomes. Was he born a girl? Is he really a man? Why can he not impregnate women? Why does he have no bulge in his pants, no genitals? I'll do another video on that. Do a Ricky Hatton. Do a Ricky Hatton before the end of the live. Hey, you know what? I do it for my fans. I love it. You come and see me fight Marco Antonio Barrera. All right, that'll be on $1,000, please. And I'm doing it for my fans. That wasn't the best for me. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, blood, and I got my drink on slightly. All right, we're closing up soon, right? His dad remarried a white woman. I see you mean Gay J's dad. He's a white sister. Again, I need to check this stuff out, man. My boy, I'm really sure his great-grandfather was white, or maybe so. Yeah, his grandfather was Irish, I believe. Yeah, there's a lot of oil drilling in the boxing world, really. Triple B's granddad was an oil driller. Okay. Muhammad Ali's granddad was Irish. Mike Tyson's granddad was Irish. Gay J's granddad was Irish. There's a lot of Irish oil drilling. I mean, I'm a bit shocked. What is up with you Irish guys? Are you into like oil drilling? I don't know, man. The Irish guys I know are not oil drillers. All right, guys. We're going to stop soon, man. Okay. Those should be tugging is Corey, or I'm staying 100%. I'm on no fap. As I said, I might whack off once a month, and that's partially because I can't sleep. And I feel disgusted myself. I believe there's a lot. It takes it. No fap can make you stronger and build testosterone. I don't think whacking is good for the spirit either. But you know, okay, guys, we're gonna finish up soon. Yakub, the Irish love oil drilling. They seem to, bro. There's an island called is it Montserrat, Caribbean, and a lot of Irish men, oil drillers, went over there and they mated with the black ladies that lived there, and they got this whole like mixed race like island now, full of and they consider themselves Irish, and they do Irish songs and eat Irish food. Yeah, it's quite weird, isn't it, man? There's a lot of oil drilling with Irishmen. I don't know what that's about. Oh, my boy, come on, you don't have to do that, man. I was about. Rumor has, my boy inside gave him £5. Thank you, brother. Bruv, much love. Rumor has it white is susceptible to upcuts. But he realizes his spine tickles his cheese. Wow, that's pretty gross. But funnily enough, this is a boxing channel. I can't get too much into it, right? But one of the reasons that the Batty business is so sought after in Satanism and in other kind of creepiness is that it tickles the pineal gland, or it activates pineal gland, or did some weird stuff. And basically, if you get buggered, it messes your head up, and yeah, there's some weird mystical stuff about Batty business. Yes, my boy. Oh, sorry, man. But Triple B is a mixed race. Well, Triple Dad is a mixed rice driller. No, because mom from Central Asia, usually more like Europeans and West Asians and Mongolians. Well, your dad? No, there's no rice drilling in my family. There's just some oil drilling. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Brian. It's quite a weird island. I'd be quite interested to go, to be honest with you. So do something different, you know. It'd be quite weird to see all these like, you know, these Caribbean Irish guys, you know, and they'd probably be drinking Guinness and fighting and, you know, doing songs. And yeah, I think it'd be great fun, man. Okay, my boy Dale. Always feel like that when I'm fapping. My ancestors are watching from above an absolute disc. You know what? There's an expression for that. It's called a seance wank. A seance wank. So when you're jacking off and if something goes in your head, or my ancestors in heaven looking down and going, fucking dirty, disgusting. And obviously it takes, you know, the lead out of your pencil. You lose your wood after that. So yeah. But when I was first told that expression, a seance whack, I couldn't whack for about 3 weeks. I kept on thinking about it. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to close out. I love talking to you. You all know that. But Trippy's gonna have to join the lizard really now. I'm gonna get my food on. Now, obviously, I told you, like, I've been eating gravy with Corey. I mean, with frankfurters. But I'm also gonna make some other food as well. This is like a first course. You get me? Okay, guys. Much love to you. Right? I love my peeps from around the world. Thank you for all the money. Yeah. I'm almost at 2,500 subs, and they're all organic. This is no buying sub nonsense like White Bitch or anything. It's easy to tell you. White Bitch has maybe, let's say, at the most 8 grand organic subs. You can tell by the data. Okay, this is 100% organic, and this is why I get so much love from my fans, because they're real fans. They're not bots. You know, you get me. But anyway, what was I talking about? Much thanks. I know I had a point, but I've forgotten about it. I would say have a great time. I'll probably do another live after the Joyce fight. You think I should do it during the Joyce fight? I'm not going to buy it, but I have it on the stream afterwards, or the next day, or after it. I don't know, man. I'd like to hear the comments. I'd like to hear what my fans think. Anyway, guys, take care of yourself. All right. All right. Oh no, I've got it. It's important to have red pill stuff. The more you watch porn, the more you eat. Yes, that's what I can say. Peace in the Middle East, guys. You know, porn is destructive to the family unit. Whoever owns it, whatever, stay away. Stay away. And keep safe, man. Be safe. And much love from the Triple B. G14 Bengal unit. We gotta go. Where you at, blood? Peace in the middle.